Hey guys, it's getting late. Cheers. Been at it for a while. But when you're late on deadlines, you're late on deadlines. And so here we are. You probably can't see it on the screen, but what I'm doing is searching through my iPad for the right reference. I'll show you guys all that stuff at a later date. I thought you might get a kick out of seeing a little bit of the spatter thing that I do. Kind of a simple panel, but you know, fuck it, let's give it a go. So of course I'm gonna start everything when I'm not ready. There goes a helicopter. All right, regular toothbrush will do. A little bit of ink. Doot, doot, doot. Kind of tamp it down with a rag a little bit. Block off what you don't want. It's just this little dude. And you just kind of get the right amount, and by amount I mean the right size. And over time, if this is a technique that you guys are interested in, over time you really do learn how to adjust the size of the spatter, the density of the spatter. You really can get into some really fun layering. Yeah. No, I'm not gonna mess with that. All right. Yeah. So secret weapon is a Bic whiteout. I don't like everything to be so opaque. Everything's so said and done, so I tend to tamp down a little bit with my finger. That's why my finger's always so fucking crusty with whiteout. I had a buddy that was oddly concerned that I would show videos like this, saying, wasn't I nervous to give away my quote-unquote secrets because people would do them. I didn't create this technique. As a matter of fact, a buddy of mine, George Pratt, introduced me to this technique through an illustrator back in the early 1900s named Edward Tooney. It could have been done before him, but right now I'm just going to cite him. Edward Tooney is easily one of my absolute favorite artists, along with ladies like Kathy Kollwitz, Egan Schiele, Francis Bacon, those cats. But anyway, this was his method. Obviously he didn't use Bic whiteout. He used, if I'm not mistaken, white gouache, which I love to use in doing this method. Don't know why I enunciated method so hard there, but I'm sure the whiskey's kicking in just a little bit. I like the opacity of the whiteout, and the thing is sometimes I've inked a piece with non-waterproof ink, and then done the spatter on top of that. And when you do that, when you then apply gouache, you know, water-based is water-based, and so basically it can come up through the gouache and not give you this opaque white that you're looking for. Whiteout has always just been this, you know, enamel, non-water-based white that has always stayed true. And so yeah, when I want to get a little bit more, it's a weird term, but painterly, I will pull out the gouache. But this is not one of those times. Figured I would add this little extra video as a thank you. I lost a couple of patrons during the time I started my Patreon site, and from that point to now, I'm sure because they were thinking I was just going to rip off everybody and not produce any videos and do anything that I said I was going to do, which I get. I mean, you know, you say you're going to do a thing, then all of a sudden it's been a while. So, and just so you guys know, this is all new to me, man. So, I've been actually trying to record videos and trying to figure out the rig that goes over my desk, trying to figure out the editing for the videos, and all of these things I probably should have figured out before launching a Patreon site. Hopefully those guys will find out that I've stayed true to my word and I've started to actually produce fucking videos, and they come back. That would be lovely. But if they do or if they don't, it's all right. You're here with me. We're making art. We're making some videos. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, message me through the Patreon site. Leave a couple of comments. Send me whiskey. You know, all is good on those fronts. I assume as I progress with the Patreon and the videos, things will definitely become kind of how they feel right now. A little bit more candid, a little bit more friendly, a little less nervous. You know, the whole camera thing is still fucking freaky to me, man. So you know, here's to loosening up and starting a great page where everybody can shoot the shit and we can talk shop and figure out people's problems if they have them, art-wise or otherwise. So you can see, obviously, as I go off on a weird little tangent, that all I'm doing is just working the surface. Really, that's what you do with pretty much everything, man. It's all push and pull. You just work it a little bit, tamp it back down, work a little bit, tamp it back down. So there you go. And you know, do this thing. I'm not going to be mad at you. You know, a buddy, you know, like I said, one buddy was nervous that I was going to give away all the secrets, and another buddy basically just started doing this method anyway. So, you know, I figured it's not really mine if everybody's already going to start doing it, and if I didn't create it anyway. So, and honestly, I would love to see what other people do with it. This is the way I do it. No one's going to do it the way I do it. Not exactly. You guys might want to do the ink spatter, but you know, you don't draw like me. So it'll be interesting to see what you guys do with it. And if you do draw like me, hit me up, man, because, you know, I got some books that I definitely can't get the time to work on. And, you know, it'd be good to be able to clone myself. I don't mean that as an insult. These are my pens. Again, we'll go into the tools later. Or maybe I did that in an earlier video, I'm not sure. But there's no crystal clear right and wrong. You're gonna knock in some ink that's too much, and you're gonna white it out. You're gonna knock in some white out that's too much or a little too bulky, and you can go back in with the ink. This ink, by the way, is the waterproof ink that I refill the pens with. It just sits on top of it handles itself on top of the whiteout really well. I don't necessarily know or recall if I've done non-waterproof ink on top of the whiteout. Maybe we'll experiment with that one day. But you know, ink, same thing as the whiteout, man. You throw a little ink down, smack it around with your finger a little bit, see what happens. If you like it, cool. If you don't, you got your Control Z, digital guys. This is Control Z. So this is spatter in a nutshell, but we're going to jump into some real shit soon. So you guys stay with me. I hope you liked this little bit, and yeah, I'm just gonna finish this up, and I think it'd be fun at some point to do a video of a full panel with all of the tweaks and all of the little things, you know, that go into making these things a full atmospheric image, hopefully. And yeah, I'm literally gonna keep fussing with this, but there you go. Cheers. Hope everybody's well.